Hello everyone, this is Dimitar from the RedmineUP support. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install our RedmineUP Drive plugin on Redmine 7.0.0 stable version. So this is currently the very latest Redmine. It was released a month ago and currently we are in the middle of 2026. And yeah, it is going to be installed on operating system Linux Ubuntu 26.04. This means that 04 is April 2026. It is also the very latest release version of Ubuntu. It is LTC, in other words, long-term support Ubuntu, so it is going to be active for a lot of years ahead. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to do is to just download our Drive plugin. So currently it is, just a second please, it is in my downloads folder. Okay, so we see the Drive here in the downloads folder, and now we have to open our Linux terminal and double check if the file is there. So we see, yeah, it is into the downloads folder. So currently we need to copy it into our Redmine plugins folder, and it is going to happen with the command sudo copy the file name and now the path of Redmine. Please make sure to double check your path before. In my current case, it is located here, and in your case, it could be different. It could be another directory. So please double check this before you do anything. Okay. So we have copied the file, and now we need to check this before proceeding further. So yeah, we see that we have the Drive plugin here into the list of files, and we can also check this in our file system, not only in the terminal. So we copy the path back to the file system and just paste the path here, and see that the drive is successfully pasted. Okay, so the next step is to unzip the file. It is via the command sudo unzip and the file name. Yeah, so these rows here mean that it is successfully unzipped. If we list the files, we see that we have drive folder successfully unzipped. And if we check in the file system, we see that it is here. So we are done with this step. So we no longer need the zip file because we have the folder unzipped. So we just need to remove it via the command sudo remove. And if we check, we see that we do not have the folder anymore. We do not have the zip file anymore. So we do not have it here as well. Okay, so it is very important that the final steps, the next two steps, are needed to be executed in the core Redmine folder. So we need to go one step back. We change directory point, and yeah, please make sure to be here to execute the following command, because it is very often mistake by the Redmine users that are going to install some plugins. Okay, so the first one is sudo ubuntu install. This is going to install all the needed gems for this plugin. So it is successfully unzipped, successfully installed all the gems. And the next one is the migration command. So it is migrating the database tables, and it is done via sudo bundle exec rake redmine plugins name, and the name is Redmine Drive. So actually this is the name of the folder itself, so it is here. And also I recommend you to just copy paste the commands from our article on redmineup.com. However, if you wish, of course, you can type it letter by letter as I'm doing it now. Okay, so the last parameter is Rails and production. So this is the Redmine server stating to be production one. Okay, so we click on enter and see that these information here means that the migration is successfully done. Okay, so we are almost on our end. We need just to restart our Redmine, and it also depends on your specific case. If it is a virtual machine on Bitnami Redmine, you could just switch off the virtual machine, then switch it on. Also, you could use the touch temporary restart point txt and so on. But in our case, I just run Redmine in the Linux terminal in this way. So I restart my Redmine. So when I click the terminal here and close it, then my Redmine is actually switched off. So if I go to check here and refresh, I see that the site cannot be reached because my Redmine is down. And now I need to start it again via the terminal. So I go to the directory of Redmine and execute this command to start my Redmine again. Okay. So if I refresh it now, I see that it is now active and up, and we see that we have the Drive plugin successfully installed into our Redmine 7.0.0 stable version. So we have done our job successfully. Okay. Yeah, so this was the video about the installation of this plugin, and if you have some questions or problems, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@redmineup.com. Our support engineers will help you anytime. And yeah, if you have some other questions about installation and usage of the plugin, also please feel free to ask. Um, yeah, you could go to administration now and then plugins and then Drive, configuration of Drive, and so on. There are a lot of articles on our site, redmineup.com, showing the functionality of Drive and video demonstrations, pictures showing the features, and so on. Yeah, but of course, if you have some questions, please contact us and we will help you anytime. And yeah, thank you very much for the patience of watching this video. If you like it, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the video, and so on. Bye bye for now, and see you into the next video.